Leah is 25 years old and is suffering from B-cell acute lymphoblastic leukemia. She underwent multiple therapies without any success. Her last chance to fight the cancer is now a so-called CAR T-cell therapy. Leah is therefore getting the Kymriah therapy, which is specific for her type of cancer. Today she visits the doctor who is carrying out the treatment with her. But take a look for yourself.
Good morning, Leah.
Good morning, doctor. Hi.
Nice to see you. Well, as we have seen in last session, your regression of your tumor is not feasible, and thus we have another option actually. We can give you a CAR T-cell therapy. And as I see here from your blood picture, we have enough blood cells to do this, and today we're gonna take your blood with enough apheresis.
Okay, so yeah, thank you very much for the appointment. I was really looking forward to it. But could you maybe explain it to me a bit more what an apheresis is?
Yeah, no problem. First, we're going to take here out some blood, and the blood will be centrifuged. And just the T cells, which is actually needed for the cell therapy, will be split apart and will be sent in for the production of the CAR T cells. The other blood compartments will be transferred back into your system, since you don't have that many blood cells left since you had a chemotherapy. So let's go on and give you an infusion.
Okay, let's do it.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Well, yes, it works. That's good. Fist bump. We are now in the apheresis room, and we will get, as we already explained, the blood out of your system and give the rest of the blood, except the T cells, back to your system. So now this will be a little bit hurtful. That's all right. It's in. You can relax this on, but don't worry. We have to do a second one. So here it will be hurting a little bit more. So here we have the whole blood, and here we just give in all the other blood which we don't need.
And what exactly happens to my cells now?
Alright, I will explain you.
Now let's have a look on how CAR T is made. Wait, did I say CAR T? Yes, CAR T, and no, it does not stand for Tesla car, sadly. CAR for chimeric antigen receptor, which is a specific receptor protein that helps T cells target CD19 positive lymphocytes, or simplified, the tumor cells. Oi, write it down, that's pretty important stuff right there. Here we see a cell. No, not any cell, a T cell, which helps you all day fight bad stuff within your body. Even when you sleep, they work 24 hours a day, like an over-caffeinated student that has to present a paper about cell therapies the next day. Not related to me, I'm the doctor in this narrative. But don't worry, T cells aren't actually this big as presented here, otherwise you would have a way bigger problem than cancer, literally. Anyway, the cell is wrapped in something we call the cell membrane, because it's the membrane of the cell logic in it. In the cell, you see the cell core. Experts like me, I'm the doctor, call it nucleolus. In the nucleolus, you have all the genetical information of every protein the cell is producing. Basically a big public library. Well, that's great, you might think. I like libraries, you think. Yet, the specific protein to target the cancer cell is not known yet. But wait, for that, we have a bunch of virus capsids that hold our transgene vectors, the system update for your cell. The used virus, erythrovirus, is normally deriving from HIV. Yes, you heard right. Yet, it's totally safe. Trust me, I'm totally a real doctor, with fancy diplomas and books and such. Anyway, once the virus unloaded its payload into the cell, like in the movie Troya, love that movie, the genetical code is now inside of the cell membrane. Yet the RNA can't be read by the cell. Think of it as written in French, but we only understand English, except me, I'm the doctor of course. A reverse transcriptase translates the RNA in DNA. For this very understandable it is. Now, the integrase, yes, you guessed right, integrates the transgene information into the cell's information library. Cool. Your system is now up to date. and can execute the codes to produce chimeric antigen receptors, which help the cell to exterminate CD19 positive cancer cells. By the way, this process happens with many thousand T cells simultaneously until you get an army of CAR T cells. Now let's have a closer look at the new and cooler version of your T cell. This is now a smaller picture of a T cell, still way too big than the original. On the surface, you see the presented chimeric antigen receptors. When a tumor cell comes around, which has a CD19 surface protein, the T cell can dock the receptor on that CD19 protein. This makes a T cell alert, as it just identified an evil intruder and fights the tumor cell in an epic cinematic battle, like in the Battle of Helm's Deep in Lord of the Rings, which we cannot show here as the animation budget went into my cool doctor's costume.
A lot of boring math later.
Alright, good news! We actually got back your Kymriah back with your modified T cells. And hopefully after infusion they will start to kill off your B cancer cells. And now actually let's get starting. Just first let's put the infusion pipe in. Might hurt a little bit, but that's alright.
Oh.
I've been hurt in many ways too.
But is this whole thing even safe?
Oh, it's totally safe. Don't worry about it.
One debt to society later.
I'm so happy that my treatment worked out and I'm healthy again. And now I can finally live my healthy lifestyle again. Cheers, guys.
Other patients are just like as you can see. Side effects might include vomiting. Oh, come on, stop it. That's disgusting. Skip. Or you use cytokine storm, which makes you shiver all the spine, like a pirate with scurvy on a dance floor. Or simply diarrhea.